Welcome to Book Bites with Rebecca and Rebecca.
Whetting your appetite for your next read.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to our latest edition of Book Bites, whetting your appetite for your next read. My name is Rebecca Yager, of course, you know, coming from Texas, and my partner in Indiana in books and Book Bites is Rebecca Reed. Hi, Rebecca.
Hello. How are you today?
Wow, that was enthusiastic. It's April
Hmm.
Fool's Day. You should be happy and alive and vibrant, no?
Yeah, well, kids at school are not the best on the April Fool's Day,
Oh,
so it's been one of
teacher.
those days.
Yeah, had a tough day at school. Well, as you know, Book Bites we love because we get to talk to authors. We get to talk to authors who have joined us before, and it has been almost 3 years since we've had the lovely and talented Becca Kinzer with us. Hey, Becca.
Hello. I didn't realize it'd been 3 years.
I had to look it up. It was for,
Oh,
we talked
wow.
to you about Dear Henry Love Edith, and that was your
Okay.
debut book. So,
Yeah. Oh, well, thanks for having me back.
well, you're well, we had to have the three Rebeccas back together for April
Yeah,
Fool's Day as well.
definitely. Yeah.
Also. But you have a new book that I think is out now. Is it April 1st? I don't know I'm sorry, I didn't look up your release date.
We still have a few weeks. April
Okay,
21st.
April 21st. All right,
Yeah.
we'll
Well, there's a
go
one in it. It's close.
Yeah. We'll go with it. April
pre-order it
Fools. It's
then.
not out yet. Yeah.
Not yet.
But it's not what we pictured is the name
Yes.
of your latest book. So pre-order it now. Just go, just do it. You don't even need to finish this conversation. Just go
Yeah.
read
Pop off. Yeah. Pre-order. Yeah.
it. It's
Okay,
Thanks for
bye.
on.
Oh,
having me.
no.
Goodbye. Yeah.
See, April Fools. Okay.
Not kid,
Mhm.
just kidding. No, we're actually going to talk to her because we like Becca. So,
We do like Becca. All right, so easy question, huh? Where did the idea for this latest book come from?
This one, the original inspiration. Was from, I think, 2022. There's a singer-songwriter named Dave Barnes. He lives in the Nashville area. And I was not familiar with him at that time, but a good friend of mine saw on Facebook that he made this announcement that was like, hey, I'm going to do this tour and basically make me an offer. And if I like it, I will come to your backyard and I will put on a concert. And so I was just like, okay, whatever. Well, then it was later, like a few weeks, she's like, I made a bid. He's coming. He's coming to Tremont, Illinois. And he does, again, I feel like at that time, the only song I knew is that, like, God gave me you for the ups and downs. I'm not going to sing it. But
Hmm.
anyway, that was kind of like his big hit. So I'm like, oh, okay. Like, I kind of heard of him. But anyway, she went crazy planning for it because a celebrity was coming to her house and she had to get ready. I couldn't make it. We had a family commitment that same weekend that he was coming, so I couldn't go. But like my other friend was going, and the stories they were telling me afterward about just how crazy they were preparing for him. I think my one friend like just hid under the bed the whole time because she couldn't handle a celebrity. Like she never even said a word to him, but like her greatest dream was to make this pickle dip and to hear him say, "That's good pickle dip." That was like I could die happy. I mean, it was like the things they were coming up with. So anyway, after all that, I'm like, I gotta write a story. I gotta put this into a story somehow. So that was the inspiration. And then my stories always go off the rails a little bit. So it turned into, this whole other thing. But that's where it started, the idea.
okay. Well,
Mhm.
so you started with the basic plot and then you peopled it with characters that re were like your friends, maybe? Or
There's some of the side characters more so my friend's crazy behavior. No, I mean eventually I bring in the romance and then it's kind of like, well, how do I make a romance story out of this? And I mean, this is one of those weird, like, I don't even know. I don't know where that came from. It's have you experienced that? Like some of the creative
yes.
process, I'm like, I know like the celebrity aspect, but I'm like, I don't know where this began. But it's here. Yeah, somehow we got some characters out of it who fall in love while people are losing their minds over a celebrity. And That's not what we pictured.
I love that. And hi, Ziva. Welcome to our show today.
Yes,
Oh.
she came trumping in.
Well,
So,
I remember with Dear Henry Love Edith, which was the last time we talked to you. So it has been since April of 2023. So 3 years already. Um, I can't believe that.
I know.
But Rebecca and I really like the side characters. In fact, it sticks with me to this day. So it's funny that you mentioned your side characters. So this means this book is populated with some fun ones again, right?
I think so. I've thought about that. Like, why do I love side characters so much? I think I just grew up watching a lot of sitcoms. I mean, even like I Love Lucy, like some of the old ones. Like I would watch Nick at Night. So it was like the Dick Van Dyke Show, Mary Tyler Moore Show, Taxi, anything they showed on Nick at Night. But it's like the shows are great because of the ensemble cast. So I love romance, but it's like I need a little bit more too. And I think that's where, for me, where a lot of the humor comes in is how the side characters play off the main characters or each other.
well, yeah, I think you're right. I've noticed that in other people's books too, where a lot of the straight characters, are the main characters, and then you have all these quirky people that you bring in to kind of add like a little bit of humor in a scene where it's maybe a little tense or there's a lot of emotion or whatever to bring in that comedy, even in books that aren't rom-coms, but I
Mhm.
think, yeah, you can really get a lot because you can make them quirkier maybe than you can your main
They can get away.
characters.
Yeah, I was saying some
Yeah.
things that, yeah, the main
So,
characters probably couldn't.
Not as much. Well, did you have a character go off the rails, do something really unexpected from the trajectory of where you wanted the story to go?
Um, Not as far as the main characters. Some of the side characters, I had to keep reining them back in a little bit. Although one of them, she ended up making pickle salad, but there's a lot of pickle salad. My friend was like, it was pickle dip. And I'm like, well, in my story, it's pickle salad.
I was going to ask if you put pickle dip in the. That's my next
Yeah.
question. Pickle salad. Pickle salad.
Yeah.
What's in a
So
pickle
that
salad?
character, yeah, she goes a little off the rails in the story, but some of that's based off of true life. What can I say?
yeah. I think sometimes real life is funnier, but
Mhm.
you can't even write it because people are going to be like, that's not realistic. That could never happen.
Never
You're
Yeah.
like, well, it
happened.
did. But
Yes.
yeah.
No, I tell my husband that all the time, especially like stories from work. I'm like, if I put that in a story, my editors would cut it, or there'd be readers that are just like, no, that's too, yeah, too over the top. And I'm like,
Hmm.
that's what happened.
Well, I would believe that because you're a nurse and your day job, a critical care nurse. Am I remembering
Yes.
right? And so I can't imagine the stories there. Hospitals are crazy places.
Well, see, there's a lot of tension there, and you see people, I mean, they're under stressful situations. And so, yeah, they do things inside those walls that I know they wouldn't, it was the stress that made them, or the illness or whatever made them behave the way they did. But yeah, you get some interesting scenarios.
Yeah, it's interesting when real life kind of flows into your story. Um, I think I just love your books because the humor is it's all the way through and it just saturates and permeates the stories from all the ones that I've read. I'm excited to read this one. Can you tell us where people can get a hold of you, find you, so they won't miss not what we pictured?
Absolutely. Best place is always to go to my website, beccakinzer.com, sign up for my newsletter. I try to send them out at least once a month, but you will for sure not miss any updates of when the book is coming. You can follow me on Instagram as well. That's where I'm most active on as far as the social media. But otherwise, yeah, as we already mentioned, it's available for pre-order. You should be able to find it at any book retail and go ahead and grab it. It's a fun story. I mean, it's my story. I have to say that, but truly, I think it's a fun story. I had to read it 100,000 times and I didn't get bored with it.
Oh, I love that.
That's a
And
good
people should,
recommendation.
yes. And
Sorry.
people should follow you on Instagram because, we have Ziva here for our dog, but you have Bonnie. Your dog
Bonnie,
plays a
Yes.
prominent role on your Instagram feed.
no
So
one works harder than Bonnie to help market those books. But
She
she
does
gets
a
compensated well. Yeah.
Yeah, she does a great job. Well, Becca, thanks again. It's so good to see you, folks. Pick up pre-order Not What We Pictured. It'll be out later this month. And again, beccakinzer.com. Meanwhile, coming up next for us, our next book bites, we're going to revisit with Kylie Woodley, and she has a new one. The Convict's Courtship is coming
Hmm.
out. And Kylie, we just visited with last summer, but we really enjoyed the book, so we're bringing her back ahead of time. And then for our podcast, we're reading Detecting Deadly Threats by Carol J. Post. So for the book review and our longer interview. But meanwhile, we hope you'll come back for either one, podcast or for book bites. Pick up Not What We Pictured by Becca Kinzer.
And meanwhile, you can find us at RebeccaandRebecca.com. And of course, like and subscribe so you don't miss any of our updates either or any of our episodes. And let us know if you prefer, the longer episodes or the shorter ones, because we're interested to hear what you prefer in that. Do you like these book bites or do you prefer the reviews and the interviews? So until next time, we are really super happy that you were here with us, Becca, and we're excited to spend time with you as well, listeners and watchers. So we'll look forward to seeing you again next time.
Take care, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.